What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh! 7 summary preview analysis. Today, guys, we are going to be going over the episode 40 summary, cast list, and preview for this upcoming episode, the first episode of the fourth arc of Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens. I'm very excited, as always, to get into this. This is a new start to the arc. I'm very excited. I hope you guys are excited, and without further ado, guys, let's not waste any more time, and let's get right into it. So here's the summary for episode 40. The title is Give Me Jam. Princess G will be retiring. Apparently, her record label, Goha Music, has dropped her since she acknowledged Rush Duels as legit. After learning this news, Roman decides to quit Rush Dueling, choosing Yuga as her last opponent and declaring, "This is going to be my last gig." In the cast list, we got Yuga, Luke, Gakuto, Roman, Kaizo, Ron's Renosuke, Princess G, or Prenzaki Gibby. Now, there is a note on the bottom that you don't have a confirmation on this name, so I'm not going to really bother with that. I'm just going to still call her that, because why not? There's really no point. You got Mimi, Secretary, Goha Executives, then you have Goha Employees, and Extras. Alright. Well, okay, this is a pretty interesting summary. So, now, I will say this. I'm not expecting much in this to kind of reveal what this arc is going to be at all, because that's normally what these first episodes have been. I mean, look at the last couple of ones we've had. You had the first one, which is Roman's Kitchen, where she was trying to cook something for Rook because of the whole crap that they ended up winning with her kind of betraying Yuga and the co for her cousin. And then you had episode 27, where Rook basically dueled himself and trying to make a Rush Duel club. Like, that's basically his thing. So this is one of those kind of scenarios as well. I will say though, this is the most serious one out of all of them. Like, they kind of made it a little serious with it, but it kind of like more in terms of unrealistic, is Rook just went into this weird world and dueled his other counterpart. Like, sure, you had a good moment, but like, it was a very weird episode. Like, all of these episodes have felt kind of like weird and kind of like more just like laid back kind of. Well, kind of Roman's Kitchen was that, where it was just like a more kind of like a fun episode, I guess you can say. Then you have a weird episode, and then you got a more serious one in this episode, because Roman, after hearing the news of what happened to Princess G, she wants to now like stop rush dueling for good, because of the fact that this could also happen to her. You have to remember that rush duels is not important to her. She'll duel when she needs to, but her drive and passion is towards music, not rush duels. So this puts her in a hard scenario to where, do I keep rush dueling and risk my chance like to become like this famous like performer for music, or get rid of rush duels so that I can have this dream that I want? And obviously she's going to choose the dream over rush duels, because she's stated numerous times that she does not like, or it's not that she doesn't like rush duels, she likes rush duels, but she's not a duelist. She doesn't really want to duel. She wants to focus more on music. Like in episode 3, she didn't even have a deck that she used in episode 3 when she ended up dueling Yuga for the first time. And that's also another interesting thing, is that Yuga is going to be her opponent for this episode. So that is another very interesting thing. Rarely do Yu-Gi-Oh girls duel the main protagonist more than once. I think only 2 Yu-Gi-Oh series have done that, which is GX and 5Ds, if I remember correctly. So that is very interesting that this is going to be the third time, because Yuzu didn't duel, unless you count Zark and Ray, which I don't count it, but like if you want to count that, then this is the 4th time that it's happened. But I think this is the 3rd time that a protagonist in a main female league has dueled each other more than once. So very interesting. Now, who do I think is going to win this duel? I do believe that Yuga is going to win this duel. Because the thing, well, I don't know. This is a weird scenario, because what's the benefit to Yuga if he wins? he can probably make a deal with her and says, if you beat me in a duel, you can do what you want to do. Or if I beat you, you can't do that, which doesn't seem like a Yuga thing to do. The only like, which that's kind of been a thing that's happened before, and this is, if anyone remembers this duel, have 100% respect for you because I almost forgot this episode. This just literally came in my head right now. Does anyone remember that Crow duel back in season 3 where he dueled that weird yellow-haired guy? I think he had like played like the clock kind of monsters. I don't remember his character at all. I don't remember. I think he was there because he wanted to like show his mom what he did with clocks. I don't know. That was a weird episode. But Crow lost that duel to kind of show a point. Is that a thing that Yuga's going to do? Probably not to that extent because Crow was kind of trying to show him that, like, okay, you won. Now leave. But he's kind of like not manipulating is not the right word. He's trying to show him that like just running away is not going to solve anything, and he was able to get him to snap out of things, and he was able to like patch up the clock, and he was able to make his mother happy about it. So that was the scenario right there. Would Yuga lose the duel to kind of help her make a decision on what she wants to go with? Because Yuga is a very supportive character. We know this. He will not have anything affect what someone's like desires and dreams. Roman wants to become a performer, right? So what would Yuga do in this scenario? That's where it comes very interesting to me. The reason why I want Yuga to win is that I don't want him to have another loss right now. The fact of the matter is that if Yuga loses this duel against Roman, this is now 8 episodes between his last loss and this loss, which I want to say this becomes the shortest amount of time that you guys lost a duel. Originally, it was 9. From episodes 29 or 23 to 32 was the last one. And now you got from episode 32 to now episode 40. So, yeah, an 8 episode gap for a protagonist to lose. I just don't see them doing that, especially since, like, and I really hope that they don't make this like a repetitive thing, though. I really do think they are going to do this. They probably are going to save his loss for the main antagonist again. So, are they just going to give him 2 losses in this arc? Like, if they do that, I think that's the shortest amount of time a protagonist is lost. Other than Yuma, but Yuma was kind of a different scenario because most of that kind of stuff was off screen. But still, like, are you going to make your protagonist lose that many times? I don't know. Like, that's a very weird kind of scenario to kind of go off of. It's weird. Like, this episode is going to be very weird of how this duel is going to work. I just think that Yuga can't lose right now because I don't think 8 episodes is long enough after a loss. I think if he loses to the main antagonist of this arc, whether it's Mr. Goha, President Drone Goha thing, whatever the heck it is, or whatever this main villain's going to be, I want it to be somewhere in like the kind of like the episode range of what the Asana was, because that would give it more than 10 episodes of a gap, which might still be short, but like it's better than 8, I believe. So it's a weird scenario. I think Yuga needs to win because I don't think he needs to have another loss right now, but I can see the fair argument to Roman, but for me personally, I think and there's a good chance that this might end in a no result. Like, maybe they won't finish the duel. Maybe something is realized that maybe they can be able to figure out a way for Roman to still rush duel and do this, and the duel just doesn't finish. Like, that's a very good opportunity to have. Like, we've already seen our first draw in the series. Maybe we'll see our first no result of the series. Who really knows, but it's a very interesting thing. Also, another thing to mention is Roman does have a new ace monster, from what I found out, so she might use it in this duel. That might be another thing, but also there is no telling what a new ace monster is really going to do. I don't think that rule is really a thing. I know, like, it kind of seems like, oh, if they get a new ace monster, that's going to be the case. Think of that Folder Blitz monster that Roman had. She still lost to Sujiko. Now, to be fair, you can also be it the other way around because Sujiko got a new ace monster as well. She got to introduce her new ace, so that's why I don't believe in that philosophy. But some people do believe that, oh, if there's an announcement of a new ace monster, that means that character is going to win. I don't think that's going to be the case for Roman. I really don't see her beating Yuga, especially because that you know what that would tell me? If she's able to beat Yuga in this episode, like like let's say like he doesn't like just try to let her win in a way. You're telling me that Roman is stronger than Yuga. Because their first duel, sure, she didn't use the same deck, so you can make that fair argument that she didn't have a deck, so she had to use Yuga's spare deck, and she lost that duel. So you're gonna tell me that Roman can beat Yuga, our main protagonist, beat Neil and Asana. So then you're telling me that Roman can beat Asana and Neil in a duel. I just don't see that. I really do not. So, put in all those factors into it, I do think Yuga's going to win. And as terms of where the story goes, I don't think it's going to be going anywhere. I don't think we're going to be really focused into this. The fact that we are going more towards Goha Corporation, I do think it's still going to be, well, I say still, though I didn't do the end of arc video actually, which should come out tomorrow. I just had I wanted to take a little bit more extra time to do it, and plus, recording has kind of gotten a little bit busy because a lot of card game news came out, and I want to cover that stuff. Like, there was a new Magic Key archetype that I want to kind of go over. Cyberdark got their new, like, Cyberdark End Dragon got announced. I want to do a video on that. A new Yugioh, Ruri monster. Oh, and Sherry just got announced, which I'll wait a little bit until we actually get the monster and effect and stuff like that. There is another new archetype I want to go over, but I'm not going to talk about this. But oh boy, that's gonna be one of the weirdest videos that I do in terms of card game. I'm just gonna say that. But shameless plugs in there. I just think Yuga's gonna win. That's really all I have to say on this, and it's gonna be very interesting how this episode is gonna really go. Again, I don't think it's gonna progress the plot any further, but I'm still very intrigued to see what ends up happening. But guys, that is going to be it for this Yugioh Sevens episode review. Jeez, I'm skipping a little bit too far ahead for this summary preview analysis. Definitely jumped the gun there. I didn't honestly mean that. I'm just not used to doing as much because I will say this. Last arc, I sucked at doing these videos. Like, I think I missed like 4 episode summary analysis, which I'm going to plan to do better on this. I like doing these. I like kind of getting like an early prediction to these episodes, and I just really was bad in that the last arc, but I'm going to try to change that up a little bit more, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I'm going to try to be better at doing these videos. I love doing these summary preview analysis to kind of get a little glimpse of what is potentially going to come and kind of make some predictions. I really like doing that kind of stuff, so hope you guys are excited for this upcoming episode and this upcoming arc. But that is going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys think of this summary down below, and who do you think is going to win the duel? Do you think Yuga's going to win? Do you think Roman's going to win? Do you think it's going to be a draw, or do you think it's going to end in a no result? Definitely excited to know you guys' thoughts on that. But guys, that is going to be it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time guys, take care and have yourselves a great rest of your day.